Logan,
What?
why the frumpy face?
Bro, shrinkflation is real. Look what they've done to
Hold on.
Oreos.
Okay. I was gonna say, it seems like you have bought some Girl Scout cookies and realize you get less than you used to. But
No.
you are absolutely right. Oreos
Look
ain't
at
what they used to be.
this.
Uh-huh.
Look at this. Is pathetic. Look at this.
That's not an Oreo like thin or something like that?
No, this is a regular Oreo. Look how much filling we get on this bad boy now.
The main product, flagship Oreo.
Yes, it's the larger size, like not the like regular box, but like the larger size up.
Yeah.
So maybe they put less filling in the larger sizes, but like
No. The standard cookie is the standard cookie. Regardless of what size package you get, whether you get 6 of them or 40 of them, they are supposed to be the size that they used to be, and the size they used to be is not the size they are now.
This is pathetic. Nabisco, come on.
Yeah. But
Anyways,
it's the same way with Girl Scout cookies. The packaging is different. The Thin Mints are smaller, and also the sleeves are shorter, and the boxes are smaller.
And they cost more.
So you are paying more to get less than you used to get.
This is pathetic.
Quinn says Logan's joking. That's the double stuff.
I don't like this double stuff. There's too much filling in it.
You're going to have to get the double stuff if you want the regular Oreos now.
You're right. You raise an excellent point. Anyways, I figured out how to get these chests that I couldn't figure out before.
Mike says, I'll have to get you some bootleg Italian. I would love some bootleg Italian Oreos.
You have no idea. I would too.
Shelby still has her naughty tomato flavored potato chips downstairs we haven't opened.
What, they taste like titties or something?
I have no idea. I have no idea what a naughty... I assume that's a way for them to say like, oh, tangy, like not spicy, but just like, oh, these got a little zing to them. These are naughty tomatoes.
Or maybe they're like, you're not supposed to be eating potato chips. You're being naughty.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, those are naughty tomatoes. Those are naughty tomatoes. Those are just rotten. Those are past their expiration. Those are naughty. You should not be eating these for medical reasons.
Well, let me tell you, Sergio, they're not regular anymore. They're baby now.
Yeah. Mike says, fun fact, I got half my driver's license.
How do you... Oh, I just unlocked magic beans, which I needed to get here.
Neat. I assume that means like you've done the written portion, but not the driving portion, maybe? Or you've got like the... You can drive with an operator licensed passenger, but not by yourself. He's got
they
to have a
printed
card,
the back
yeah.
and not the front.
Yeah.
Oh, this is how to safely get down.
Without breaking your tiny baby ankles.
There's also a... So that was worthless. There's also a whole room I missed.
Really?
Yeah.
What is my computer working on? Oh, it's a Windows update. Oh, right. It's Patch Tuesday. Patch Tuesday, everybody. Run your Windows updates.
I usually just let my computer do it overnight while I'm sleeping. So yeah, there was a whole room over here that I just like walked right past.
Yep. We didn't see this.
I knew that was gonna happen. I don't know why I stepped
Oh,
off of it.
yeah, and I see the switches on the ceiling for when you flip the room.
All you need to do is touch bomb shoes with your shield and they're defeated. Problem is they crawl on the walls.
He's on the walls.
You're in the goddamn walls!
Mike says, so now I'm just wondering on websites that sell cars, knowing I won't be able to drive any of them. Don't you have that, like, three-wheeler thing? Or like a G50 or something? I can't remember the title, the name of it. Oh, you sold it. Hope that wasn't too upsetting. 850, that's right.
I also saw that if you use the blast mask with your shield out,
Oh.
it doesn't hurt you. So now I'm gonna test that.
That's an intriguing combo.
It doesn't hurt you.
That's pretty cool. Mike says, I know it's still around and they haven't removed the Kojima logo. That's great. That's fantastic.
There's a soul in this room, but it's upside down.
Quentin says, I feel like it should hurt you more if you wear your shield.
I think it's because, like, oh yeah, it's not sticking out front.
Sergio says, oh, we've got some car updates here. Fun news. Took my car to get the AC diagnosed. Place wanted $1,200 to replace the air conditioner, dual fan assembly, AC dryer, vacuum, evacuate, and recharge the AC system. And he goes, I'm like, if you think my dual fan assembly is busted, you are not great mechanics. I've had numerous issues with air conditioning systems. When I wrecked my Eclipse, the condenser bottle got broken, which sends that white powder through the entire system, which means that everything has to be replaced because anything that stuff touches is no longer usable.
What is the white powder?
It is some sort of, I think that's the drying, like it sucks the humidity out of the air as it changes. Yeah, it's cocaine. As it changes temperature to keep it from getting humid, it absorbs the humidity. That's my assumption. I honestly don't know. All I know is it is a white powder that you cannot have it breach the system, because if it gets into the vents, that means it's blowing it into your cabin. That means you are inhaling this white powder, and that is absolutely not allowed. So if that bottle gets broken, they have to replace the entire system, top to bottom, everything that handles air. So we took it to, or it was in a different city than I lived in, so we left it there, and they had it for like months. They had my car for a very long time. And then they were like, all right, your car's ready. So I came back and picked it up, and the AC worked fine for about 10 months. And then it was like right in the middle of July, and I was just like, I have the AC on max, and this thing is blowing warm air at me. There is no air conditioning. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
59 months. Thank you very much.
Is that Jack's Films famous Invader Shan? Why, yes, it is.
Right, yep. So the place that I took it to get it repaired was like a certified platinum level repair shop with my insurance. They're like, oh, they only use OEM parts. They don't use anything refurbished. No off-brand, aftermarket stuff. So you have to do that in order to maintain your platinum status with us as one of our repair shops. They did not use OEM parts. They used a remanufactured AC system. So when my AC went bad, they were like, okay, well now you get to do everything all over again, and we're going to check it when you're done. So we want you to invoice every single part that you replace. We want part numbers and prices, and we're going to inspect the car after it's done. And they were like mad at me for calling them out for not using OEM parts, and I was like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Talk to them. I pay a lot for insurance, and this is the thing that I'm supposed to get for paying a lot for insurance. So once they did that, AC worked fantastically. Ice cold AC in that Eclipse. The other thing was I think it was a compressor pulley in the Mazda started making some noise, and I think we were having some issues cooling the air in the Mazda, and we took that to get that replaced, and the guy there was like, all right, here's how much this part costs. We can get the OEM one, which is made by Mazda, and it'll work and everything's fine, but it costs like, I don't know, 3 times as much as the aftermarket.
I just got the last fairy for this set.
Oh, very nice. And he was like, it also only comes with a 1-year warranty. Or you can do this aftermarket one, which costs a lot less and has a 3-year warranty. And I was like, oh man, a 3-year warranty, that sounds great. And then as soon as they installed it and we started driving it, there's this weird, almost imperceptible like knocking, and it doesn't affect anything. Everything works fine. It's not damaging anything. It's just the design of that pulley makes this little rhythmic noise every once in a while. So that's my story on OEM versus aftermarket parts. I'm just like, I bought a Japanese car. If I wanted cheap parts, I shouldn't have bought a Japanese car. But pay for the OEM stuff while the OEM stuff is still available. A lot of stuff from my Eclipse is no longer available, so I don't have any options there. So
silly question.
Huh.
What does OEM stand for? Like, I know what it means when you say it, but like, what do the words mean?
That is Original Equipment Manufacturer. So that means this is the same part number. This is either the same design or a, what's the word? Approved and certified replacement. So like when I look up part numbers for my Eclipse, I will typically find 2 or 3 different part numbers. What you got there?
I got a gold Sculptula token.
Gotcha. Typically I will find 2 or 3 part numbers. One is the original part number, and then it will have 2 other fields that say like replaced or superseded by this number. And that means since 1999 there have been either other cars that use the same part number, so they've tied them together, or they found a fault either due to a recall or just a better way to do something, and they will replace a part so that if you search for a part number, they'll say, hey, this has been discontinued because it is replaced by this one. It no longer has this plastic piece. That plastic piece is replaced by aluminum or something like that. So you'll get different designs, and Depending on who you ask, other people will say like, "Oh, get the one that was meant to go with the car. Don't even bother with the redesigns." Or other people will say like, "No, get the redesigns because they were made by the people who know best," and that assumes that you believe the manufacturer knows best, which is usually a fair compromise because what they're doing is they're producing a car that they can sell for a certain price. So that doesn't always mean that it's made the best it could be. And a lot of times it isn't made the best it could be because if everything on your car was made the best it could be, your car would cost $300,000. Like, that's how it goes.
Look at the shadow of this dragonfly. It's just a bunch of balls.
Yeah, it is. In a very suggestive shape.
It's interesting that that's how they did that.
Mike says, the things in my price range are either 90s to 2005 cars, which are the ugliest things to ever come out of the automobile industry. I love my 99 car. Some 70s boxy car, which at least looks cool, and for some reason, a lot of off-road Suzukis. So it just says you can get very lucky, and the original manufacturer will have new old stock parts. Right. Which, yeah, that term "new old stock" is very valuable because it means that it's something that was made decades ago and has sat on a shelf for 30 years. That's actually how I got my tail light. That doesn't exist anymore. I had to buy it from Japan, and there's some factory in Japan that just had it on the shelf and decided to send it to Texas. Quinn says 97 Ford trucks weren't bad. So it just says, when I was doing my own maintenance in Florida, I usually bought OEM parts whenever I could. Yeah, if you can afford them, they're usually the good way to go. With rare exceptions, or if you have a specific reason to not use OEM, then yeah.
I got Kojiro.
Oh.
That's a check in Ocarina of Time.
T says, in my opinion, there are some things that you need OE as replacement. Most things you don't need and can go aftermarket. Yeah. And depending on what your purposes are, what it is you're doing. Like, by the end of my car, I'm not going to be able to use OE because mine's going to be an amalgamation of like 4 different cars. So I can't buy the OE stuff anymore, even if it's still being sold, which most of it isn't. So when you say off-road Suzukis, Mike, what are we talking? Like, I was gonna say like a Suzuki Samurai, X90. I think they did sell Samurais in America. I don't know if they were called Samurais or they called Sidekicks. Is that what the Suzuki Sidekick is? Or am I just making up names now? Okay, yeah. Samurai and Sidekick are different, but they're pretty similar. Steve says, "Oh, Logan, I had Rudy's when I went to Austin. Really yummy."
I need to get more Rudy's barbecue next time I go to Texas because I'm almost out. And I know I can buy it online, but it's just not the same.
Not the same. I'm gonna stare a man in the eye when you buy barbecue sauce from him. Suzuki SJ410. What in the world is that? SJ410. Suzuki only knows how to make one shape, I swear.
What else
Because
do you need?
I would have told you that the SJ410, the Samurai, and the Sidekick are the same truck, but they're not. But dang. Oh, that's the Jimny. Originally belonging to the K class.
I think the Jimny's a K-pop star.
Japan's light automobile tax legal class. Huh. I didn't realize that the Jimny was originally basically a K truck.
I knew it.
Sergio says it's actually interesting that in my area the used cars aren't too. Yeah, I know, dude. You keep sending me listings, and it's like torturous. What was the one? Hold on, I gotta look at my messages from you. You sent me one that I was like in pain about. I was just like, oh, if I lived in Georgia. Let's see, what was it? Oh, it was the K truck van thing. 97 Suzuki K truck for 8,500. And then that 96 Civic for $1,300. Like, I could have bought a 96 Civic or built a computer. And I don't know which of those sounds more fun to me.
Why not both?
Yeah, honestly. Sergio says, listen, Clay, come on down. I'll quit my job. We can start a really dumb YouTube channel. Man, if there were ever to like hard sell me on something, is to call it is to out the gate call it dumb, and I'm like, okay, I like where your head's at on this. We both agree it's dumb. We don't have to argue about that. We could focus exclusively in K cars. We could call it Plan K. Or Kikaku, which is just the Japanese word for plan. You're just kind of hovering there.
I'm trying to go down. This one's too high up.
Mike says, my power gear price range is weird because on the same page, I can find a Suzuki Samurai, a BMW 518, a Porsche 924, a Fiat 500, and a Soviet UAZ 469. I know the Samurai. What's a 518? Obviously a 5 Series. That's a big old car for your area, dude. Oh, never mind. It's a classic 5 Series. Okay, so not as big as the new 5 Series.
Classic.
924. I know what a 944 is. Let me look at a 924. Hey, Greg. How's it going?
Hey, Greg.
Where's 924? Okay, yeah. I used to know a lady. I used to work with a lady that raced 944s on the weekend. 924 is not a bad car. I mean, it's German and it's 30 years old, so finding problems is going to be a problem, and fixing problems is going to be another problem. But if you get one that works, You have yourself a sweet portion. 944 is just out of my power range by a bit. So when you say out of your power range, I think you have mentioned before that your license only allows you to drive certain power output vehicles. So like you are not allowed to buy anything that is too powerful. I can only drive cars to max 105 kilowatt cars for 3 years. Okay. I assume that's something like maybe 85 to 90 horsepower. I don't know kilowatt to horsepower. Oh, it's actually higher. 1 kilowatt is 1.3 horsepower. So you're looking at about 140 horsepower. Okay, that's. I mean, so okay. Here's an important question. Do they certify you on the power output of that specific vehicle, that VIN number, or are they referring to the factory or dealer reported power output? You know how like Nissan says the GTR outputs, 485, but that's a hand-built engine. Those things can be off plus or minus 15 to 20 horsepower. I think the specific vehicle. Okay, so you actually go get it like inspected. They put it on a dyno and actually find the output of that chassis. That actually helps quite a bit in your specific circumstance, because if you are shopping, if you get a Ferrari on paper that has 20 horsepower, you can drive it. Yeah. That actually helps in your circumstance, because if you can find an older car that is down on power, then it is within your range, and you can spend a few years fixing those engine issues and restoring the power, so that after a few years, when you are certified for higher power, then your car can be made to make more power.
I believe behind this door is a boss I don't have the soul for yet.
Okay. Greg says, good news, I am building a new PC.
What's wrong?
I think Quentin is also considering building a new PC, as is Shelby.
And Logan.
And Logan, apparently. Have you started collecting parts, Greg, for your new PC build? And GPU prices need to come down, though. Got it. Yeah. So I guess, Mike, you need to be searching for the classified ads that says like, oh yeah, the engine's blown. Like, okay, so this thing is way down on power. Got it. The Discord. Review.
I like how in this room where you're going to need to use several arrows, light arrows specifically. Oh, I'm going to get crushed. Oops. In this room where you're going to need to use several arrows, they've given you an arrow choo-choo and a mana choo-choo. Magic choo-choo.
Mike says, ever seen a Talbot Matra Morena? Cannot say that I have. I don't know any of those words.
Not only have I never seen one, I don't even know what it is.
Talbot Matra Morena. Oh. That's not a bad looking car, man. Pop-up headlights. It's got a DeLorean. It's like a... Not quite DeLorean. It's like a DeLorean Fiero kind of thing. What's the Front engine, rear wheel. Front engine, front wheel. What are we talking about here? Mid-engine rear wheel drive. Heck yeah, dude.
Now you gotta make.
I'm glad you said it, Mike, so that I didn't break your heart. Matra. I don't think that I have ever heard of a make called Matra. They make missiles. Cool. I mean, who is it? Is it Citron? Has made all sorts of different things. Pics posted in Discord of Greg's new PC. Alrighty, what we got here? We have Ryzen 9 5000. We've got... I need to maximize this. Got... what looks to be 64 gigs of DDR4 2666 memory, or is that a 32 gig kit where each one is 16? Oh, there's a sticker. Ryzen 9 5950X.
Yeah, there's a mini boss that's supposed to be here that I can't fight. Just gonna reload my.
Okay, 64 2x32. Be quiet 1000 watt PSU. Each 100, is that the 240 or 280? That is 240. I think that's the one I originally tried to use on my first build, but I bought the 280 version. I got the H110 instead of the H100, and it was too big, so I had to leave in the middle of the stream to go to Micro Center or somewhere and buy a different cooler. Next up, Corsair 3000 mid-tower case. That'll be easy to work in. B550 AM4. Yeah, that should do. Let me look at that sticker again. That is 16 core, 32 thread, 4.9 gig, and 3.4 gig base. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask as well. What GPU are you going with? Because that CPU is gonna require a GPU. We need a 4070 dual OC. That sounds like an MSI card from that naming convention.
I think.
Zeus. All right, that was my next guess.
I think I've done as much as I can do in here until I find the Wizrobe soul.
Okay.
But I can do two things now that I've unlocked in here. We can go defeat Morpha.
Okay.
And we can go turn in these fairies.
You're right. MSI would have some dumb name on it, like what's the thing called? Vortex? No, it's like some Arrow OC. Yeah. So like the Wind Force or that kind of dumb name. They can't just leave it alone. Greg says, I hate MSI. I hope I'm not saying that out loud. Just to be safe, I'm gonna get rid of that comment just because that might Might be a little uncomfortable to folks. For a period, I was looking for Trabat. Then every person from Eastern Europe told me that's a. What are these car manufacturers? I've never heard of these.
Hyperloops. There's one I don't need.
Defunct East German car model series. Oh yeah, that. If you showed me that car, I would have thought it was like the UAZs and Pazes and Hazes and like all those weird German names. Because I don't know enough about them, and they all seem like that to me. Very simple, practical. This is a car with 4 wheels, 4 windows, windshield, rear glass. Like, there's nothing fancy about it. It's just like, yes, this is a car on paper. Greg bought an MSI laptop. RAM chipset blew out in less than a year. Dang, that's not good. Speaking of laptops, Shelby asked to use my Asus ROG. Was it G14? I think I have. And she's like, "Wow, this is a nice laptop." And I was like, "Yeah, laptop's freaking great." She was like, "Can I have it whenever you're done with it?" I was like, "Absolutely, it's a great laptop."
Can I have it? No.
Gonna go with another one you probably don't know. EMW. These are really old. EMW. I have never heard of EMW. Eisenacher Motorenwerk. East German manufacturer of automobiles and motorcycles. Oh, motorcycle. So wait a second. Their I was gonna say their logo is suspiciously close to BMW, and their name is EMW, and they made automobiles and motorcycles. Soviet BMW.
I really hope that this Morphosoul is a check I need because it's pretty sure it's the last one I could do. So I might need to get a Quentin hint. So Quentin, go ahead and start researching where I might need to go just in case this isn't it.
Yeah, those PC parts should do you pretty well.
Oh, I can do Kojiro too. I can do Morpha and Kojiro.
German cars history is both interesting and weird and dark for obvious reasons. Yeah. There's a chunk there in the middle that a lot of companies don't talk about. Whether it's cars or fashion or guns. You need bunny ears?
That might actually help.
I was gonna say, there's no way to get past these with the proper rhythm.
Yeah, well, there's this like little cheaty way to do it, but it doesn't last forever. You can shoot them with ice arrows.
I think we all know where the beetle comes from. Did you know the design is basically the one from the war, and they made a 4x4 beetle for the military at the time? That I can think of very few images funnier than just a load of German soldiers pouring out of a beetle.
All right, get ready to see why Morpha is probably the easiest boss in the game.
I'm ready. I'm watching.
So what you do is you come over here, put yourself in the corner, wait for Morpha to do this. There you go. Not the tip. Did I hit it?
That looks pretty close.
Oh, I fucked up.
German soldiers dressed as clowns getting out of it. Yeah.
You guys are stupid. They're gonna be looking for Ami.
Yeah. VW Type 87.
Fucked it up.
Volkswagen.
See, if you do it just right, you can actually get Morpha in the corner and it can't jump back to the water.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Quote easy as well. World War II, four-wheel drive version of Volkswagen Beetle. Huh. Primarily for high occupants of the Wehrmacht. That thing looks angry. I'll be honest. That if there were ever a Beetle that could survive a war zone, that's it.
I think John Lennon could do it.
Ah. Very good joke.
It's the easiest possible to do the setup right, and I didn't do the setup right.
Right.
Alright, here's gonna be 2 checks right here. One for the heart piece, one for the medallion. Okay, that's another check.
Is that a Basho fan?
No, it's a handsaw.
Oh, okay. Also, was looking to get some Volkswagen sausages. They're so expensive to ship. I might as well go to Germany.
Okay. So Morpha is Benito.
Didn't know that. I'm looking it up right now. Volkswagen sausage.
So I'm gonna go give
Volkswagen
the master carpenter.
Currywurst.
I'm gonna give the master carpenter his saw back, and then I'm gonna go to the forest. Oops, and give Kojiro to the sick guy.
All right. So here's a cool thing about living in Texas: is that just about anything you could search for, you can find on Elgin VW, which I think there's a city in Texas called Elgin.
That's my name backwards almost.
Unfortunately, Volkswagen Currywurst cannot be purchased in the United States. Volkswagen reasons that the sausage could not be transported overseas and maintained in suitably fresh condition to justify its high-quality flavor. Those devoted to sampling VW Currywurst themselves would have to head across the pond to Europe. Sold in 17 canteens and restaurants throughout the Wolfsburg factory. It's also sold in the other 6 German VW factories. Supermarkets and football stadiums sell it throughout Europe, and it's given away at European Volkswagen dealerships.
Football.
Right. You can also make ketchup. Shelby is off this evening. She is on a couch with a cat, watching TV.
I don't know where my dog is.
Pork cuts that are specially trimmed to remove excess fat, with the result that the sausage has significantly less fat than a typical bratwurst. Meat is ground and mixed with a secret concoction of spices. It's then hung on racks and smoked over beech wood for 100 minutes at 349 degrees Fahrenheit. After cooling, the sausages are sealed into packs of 5. So, I love forums because you can see everything is numbered, and you can see the post directly previous to this one and directly after. So this was posted March 19th, 2020. The the previous post, how do I reset the ABS warning light on my vehicle? And then the one after, how far away does the Volkswagen remote start work? And then right in the middle, where can I buy a Volkswagen Currywurst in the US?
So I got a cool item, but it's not any checks. It's basically just the strongest sword in the game. But I can only use a Majora's Mask.
Okay. Also, I was wrong. Elgin is in Illinois. There might be. There's probably an Elgin, Texas.
I did find the Moblin Soul. Which I hadn't.
Sorry to turn your stomach, Clinton. Ace Combat and the Strange Reel.
I need Iron Knuckles for the graveyard. I guess I could do Night 3, Iconic Graveyard. It's day 3 right now. What is this? I need the 15 straight berries for that. What is this? Frog. Okay, it looks like there are 2 checks I can do in Majora's Mask.
Okay.
There's the Fisherman Island game. I'm gonna have to go defeat Gyorg one more time, but super easy. And I need to do Night 3 defeat Big Poe at the graveyard.
Have any of you tried the new NVIDIA app? No. I should, though. How do you transition to it? Because I have GeForce experience right now. Is it on the Microsoft Store or NVIDIA's site?
This is not the right song.
From the website. Let's find out.
I don't remember the song. I look it up.
Let's go to downloads. Now you can. Oh my God! Thank you so much, Mike. I hate that, and that actually might. Oh boy, that actually might help my job.
What is it?
Okay, so GeForce Experience, for a long time, you just downloaded it and installed it, right? And you got your drivers, you got your optimization for games. It was great. And then they wanted to not really monetize, but aggregate their users so that if you're using the GeForce Experience to download drivers automatically, they're like, oh, you need to have an account. You can't download these drivers automatically without an account. If you want to do that, you have to go to our website every time there's a new driver available and download it and install it manually. Also, you cannot use the optimization through GeForce Experience. But with their new NVIDIA app, at least for now, don't know if they're going to change it, but you can download GeForce driver updates without an account. That's incredible. I really, really, really hope it stays that way. Especially for my job, because every once in a while we will send people models with discrete graphics cards, and getting the latest drivers for those cards is not easy because they're pre-built laptops, and sometimes they don't use generic drivers. I tried it on Microsoft Flight Sim. It used to lag a bit, and now it runs fine for my standards, so I guess it works. Hey, that is a observable improvement. I mean, I've got a 40 series, so I'd like to think I would know what to do with it. Let's see. I have a driver thing. Do you support? No, not support. Just go to the front page. You download their Thirds app from their broadcast for now. Don't really have any interest in that, but
I don't remember how to get on this platform.
which was it you're trying to get to?
I'm trying to get to here on top of this. If I could stand somewhere as a human, I could hook shot.
Is there a lower one you can swim down and then come up and shoot out of the water?
No. I'm not going to struggle with this. I'm going to look it up.
Okay.
not remember this.
Okay.
But it's over here.
I'm interested in the RTX remix, but I doubt my GPU would like to run it. What is that? Just like retroactive or retrofitting older GTXs for RTX? I'll be honest, I have yet to see an RTX implementation that really knocked my socks off. Like, Logan and I played Quake RTX, I think it was.
Yeah, it was cool, but
I appreciated it on a technical level. I was like, man, look at this very old game running at 1440 with a decent frame rate, and when I fire this rocket down the hallway, watch the rocket, the flame on the back light up the hallway as it flies down the hallway. I was like, that's neat on a technical level. But I was just like, once you get past I'm going to stand here and look at this thing for 30 seconds and watch it shimmer and reflect, when you're moving through a game, you don't get the time to really stare at something. Maybe for something like Flight Sim. Maybe for something like that, where you are doing something sort of low speed, and you have a long time to really stare at something, and the whole point is the realism. I can see how those might contribute a little bit more wow factor. But the games I play, like playing No Man's Sky, everything is so exaggerated and supernatural and something I've never seen before, so the reflection effects sort of get left behind. And in something like Death Stranding, there's not enough shiny stuff to really appreciate it. It's like a Raptor for DirectX 8 and 9, so you can inject RTX and new textures and your lighting. That's cool. The fact that they can even attempt that on those older cards is really, really impressive. There's a mod that's supposed to come out for Half-Life 2. Check it out. It looks cool. I don't think the RTX reflections themselves are kind of lazy. You can tweak it. It makes everything look shiny. The interesting thing is you can just remaster the textures. That's cool.
I don't know what the goal was supposed to be.
What, on those platforms?
Oh, I guess I got it.
Yeah.
I want to just double check and make sure I got it. Seafarer's Challenge. Oh, I just needed to make the 20 jumps without falling off.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And I got like 34. Alright, well, that was nothing. Where's that?
Your PC updated with the latest NVIDIA drivers and enable quick discovery and installation of NVIDIA applications like GeForce Now, NVIDIA Broadcast, and NVIDIA Omniverse? What the heck is NVIDIA Omniverse?
All right, I only have one more check that I know is something I can do. After that, I don't know.
Like, so it's going to be better than the GTA collection in any way, so.
Doesn't take much.
Not hard to do.
Hey, no, you're not my light over.
I don't know if you're yelling at your dog or your robot vacuum.
No, I'm yelling at my dog.
Okay.
He's like scooting his bed around. He like digs at it and scoots it all around the
Oh,
floor.
yeah.
And he's knocking into my light. He's gonna knock it over. Normally there's these like weird, bulky boron-esque creatures here that I'm wearing the stone mask on the ground. Oh, we saw them. I showed them to you in the temple. I like it better when the bomb shoots weren't here. I never should have got their souls. There's one more thing I think I can do if this is nothing.
Okay.
And that is to Dampé's going slow today. And that is to go find the store where the like souls are, because there's a few like checks.
Oh, okay.
But
Steve says.
Go ahead. I don't remember what store it's in, so.
Steve says, I've never bought so much from the Rooster Teeth store all at once. I heard they had a bunch of stuff on sale, so now's the time to do it.
I usually would just like, Chris would say, hey, I'm buying a bunch of stuff from the Rooster Teeth store. Do you want to save on shipping and buy stuff too?
Right.
And I would say yes, and then we'd split the shipping. Alright. There are 3 tombstones here that I can get to, one at each night. I can tell which one it is because they're circling it. And the first 2 are Iron Knuckles, and this last one is a Big Pup.
Oh, wow. They have the OG quote shirts. Like $5 each. I bet they don't have the That's Right, my gay robot t-shirt.
Oh, I forgot. Thanks. I gotta get him to like follow me, but he has bad eyesight, so I can't go very far. And I was watching the Game Grumps. Oh, whoops. I was watching the Game Grumps do this part, and they didn't know that if you Z target him, he follows you easier.
Oh, really?
So it was just Aaron playing it, and then the dude would like walk away and he'd start screaming, and I'm just sitting there watching him go Z target him.
Well, they do have the gay robot one. Wow. Surprising. I thought they discontinued that one. Rooster Teeth is a let's see.
Online media company.
Online media creator that has been discontinued recently by its parent company. They are responsible for Red vs. Blue and many other things like The Strangerhood and 1-800-MAGIC.
That's the one I was about to ask what the title was.
He says, Logan, is that me? I also have bad eyesight. Yeah, so if you ever want to have a conversation with Steve, make sure to Z-target him, yeah.
If you want him to follow you, Z-target Steve. Make sure that he sees you.
Right. Yes, they also made Ruby.
And day 5.
Yeah.
I'm about to get jumped.
Friggin'
I'm about
Panics. I forgot about Panics.
I'm about to get jumped by a wall master. Where is it? There it is.
I never watched Bloodfest. I was aware of it. Never really spoke to me that much. That was also at a time where I had kind of stopped watching a lot of the content.
Fell off. You piece of shit.
Dang, fell off.
Dampe really fell off
Mm-hmm.
since Majora's Mask.
Yeah, his name's Dampe, but he went crazy and he just goes by Pei now.
He's also
Kanye.
said some. He's also said some questionable things about certain groups of people.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Kanye joke for anyone who doesn't get it.
Funny because he's the only character who has the same name across both games.
Dampe?
Yeah.
Is he a graveyard worker in
Yep.
Ocarina?
Sure is.
Okay, that's the only place I could think of that where he would be.
Well, there's a big Poe I need to kill. And there goes Dampe.
I said it was weird that another movie with literally the same storyline released at the same time. That's how the stuff goes. What was it? Armageddon and what's the other one? That no one ever remembers because it came out the same time as Armageddon. Deep Impact? Is that the same one?
All right, it's a soul. We have that at least.
All right.
Those are what I need.
Maybe it's God's soul.
Bubbles. What can I do with bubbles? What can I do with bubbles? There's something I can do with bubbles.
Like it says, I think Wikipedia has a page for twin movies. Yeah, it has happened numerous times. There were lots of car movies that came out around the time of Fast and Furious, and Fast and Furious just was way better than the others.
I think I can get the last chest in the Forest Temple with bubbles.
Sometimes neither of the couple are memorable enough. Yep, that. The movie was called Hellfest, right? I think the other car movie was called Redline or something like that. There was also the motorcycle ones, which were Biker Boys and Torque. Those are both kind of forgettable. I think Ice Cube is in one of them. I don't know which one.
I don't know exactly how to get to this room. I just know it's in here somewhere. Excuse me, fellas.
For anyone that has Game Pass, Control is on Game Pass right now.
Highly recommend it. I should download it and get all the Xbox achievements.
Why not?
That wasn't it. That's not it, Chief. Oh, I have the compass. I don't have the map, but I can see there's 2 chests in here.
Hmm.
My tracker light. What is this thing? What is that room? Check something off I shouldn't have.
When asked is Kojima in that one?
Yes. Yes, this is a room I would get stuck in because of this bubble. It's trash.
Mike asks, are you guys still playing Helldivers? You should look at the schedule for tomorrow. Because tomorrow we are playing Helldivers 2, specifically. Did a run today, see how it is. Seemed like they fixed it. Oh yeah, the game is... It's better every time I play it. With one exception, when I tried a bunch of new guns and stratagems at the same time and hated all of them. So we're playing it tomorrow, and I think the new War Bond starts on the 14th, which is the day after. Let's see here. Where is the date? Where is the date? March 14th, yes. Steve says I'll actually be home for that. Helldivers, yeah. Speaking of, I should make sure my game is patched, so I don't have to wait an hour for the drive to check everything. You gotta get an SSD in that thing, buddy. I only hate 2 things about that game. People not completing the missions, and the meta tryharders. Oh, it's on the SSD. Okay, good. Great. Yeah, that game is real easy to ruin if not everybody is on the same page about
Democracy?
about what you're there for. Like, it's kind of the same way of like it's patching now and moving like 2,000% speed compared to like last time. Yeah, it's kind of like people. I would say like playing Minecraft and taking it too seriously, or like Call of Duty, or like Splatoon or something that's supposed to be fun, and just ruining it for everyone because they are just so white-knuckled on trying to be the best and doing everything perfectly. And I'm like, you're supposed to die. It's supposed to be difficult. You're supposed to scrape by, just barely make it to the boat, and that's the whole chaotic fun of that game. It's not a puzzle to be solved. It's a war to be fought. Did a hot join. It was 4 missions. Dude decided to do 3 and then restart. Yeah.
What does that mean?
So, whenever you do missions, there are stacks of them.
Yeah.
So, you'll get, let's say, 2 war bonds for completing the first one, 4 war bonds for completing the second one, and I don't know, maybe 6 and 8 for the third and fourth. I've never done that many. What most people will do, from the sounds of it, from what Mike is saying, is like they will do the first 3 and then restart because the difficulty or the time sink to getting that 4th one is not worth. It's not worth the time invested when you could restart another stack and more easily get a less number of war bonds, but you'll be done with the mission faster. So it nets out at a small percent benefit, but for the people who aren't calculating this down to, the most efficient way to progress through the story, they're just playing the game because the game is fun to play. It's frustrating when people keep quitting on the 4th mission. It would be like playing a fighting game or in Mortal Kombat and playing online, and you want to see the finisher, and the person skips the cinematic for the finisher because they just want to get to their next match because they want to raise their rank, I guess.
Yeah, I can see why that would be frustrating.
It counts as losing the mission, so no proceeding. Yeah, it's also just not like the missions come in batches of 4 or 3 or 2, so do the missions.
All right, I'm about to drop into what I think is Floor Minister.
Okay. They're all bug sympathizers. Oh, so no progress on the galaxy map. Got it. I'm sort of on the fence about how much to believe that progress counter, knowing that they can sort of mess with the numbers anytime they want to. I like it. I like the idea of it, and I like the concept of me contributing to pushing back an occupation to for us to conquer it and liberate it or whatever. Oof, that was scary. But it's hard to get invested when I know that it at its core is sort of made up. Yeah, absolutely. Joel could be pushing those percentages anytime he wants to. And that's not a complaint. It's just sort of acknowledging that yes, this is a video game that we are playing. This is not actually happening. We are basically taking pictures of things because that's what a gun does. You put it in the middle of the screen and take a picture of it, and if it's in the middle of the screen, then it takes damage.
Well, I thought I was going to drop into that room, but I haven't.
I think it's natural that they can change it. Otherwise, if the community got organized enough, we would be able to push them back in a week. Yeah. Because, like you said, there are absolutely people that would take it so seriously. Just like crazy sweaty people on Reddit or dedicated Discords to where like, we are only going to run this planet. We are only going to run this mission type. We are only going to use the best loadouts, and we are going to do everything constantly.
Quentin, I need a hint.
And conversely, as the game gets older, there will be less and less people playing it, which means those numbers are going to be impossible for somebody playing the game 3 years from now. When I ask, what would you like a hint for?
What's the next step in the path of the hero that I need to take?
So yeah, in a few years, as the popularity sort of dries up a little bit, let's say there's 800,000 people playing it, it becomes impossible for 200,000 people to keep up the same momentum that the player base 4 times their size is doing now. But I do think it's fun. I like their in-universe announcements. I like their sort of pendulous progress to where things are liberated, things are lost. Quentin says it's kind of hard to say because we've strayed a little as we got farther along, but we do need BMOs, so I can say where those are.
Yes, tell me where the BMOs are.
And it's going to be really good as the other race comes into play, because he says Stone Tower Temple. I am foreseeing a time when we are going to have to team up with the automatons to take on the Illuminat. So
No way. There's no way they're gonna do that.
it could.
The game is way too. I don't even know how to describe it.
Extreme. Like
it's like
Die Hard.
they're very like super Earth only, you know?
Right. Yes. Very, very bullheaded.
Yeah, I think that would go against the message that they're trying to put across with that.
Oh, I completely agree. But how many times have we chanted USA, 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 and then worked with our previous enemies?
The only way the automatons are going to work with Super Earth is if they free the cyborgs.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. All these storylines can fold in on themselves to where it is basically our only chance at survival. Like, we have 0 chance of surviving against something so ridiculously overpowered compared to us. and it's going to destroy Super Earth. It's going to destroy the automaton region, and they go, all right, we have to stop killing each other. We don't have to work together. We got to stop killing each other and focus on this third threat.
They
Mike
should do
says
that at the same time as they add like pride capes.
Yeah.
would
Mike
be very
says, need to try to sleep. Good night and good luck.
Good night, Mike.
Good night, buddy. Good talk to you.
So there's still stuff I
Congrats.
can get, I guess.
Congratulations on your license. I'm proud of you.
Yes, congratulations. I guess there's still stuff I can get at the Stone Tower Temple. It's just I don't know that dungeon. I don't know what I could do and I cannot do. Actually, no. I need whiz robes. I can't go any further until I have whiz robes. I can get one check, but I'm pretty sure it's a garbage check.
Okay.
So
let's get whiz robes, and then we can call it a night.
Oh, is it already 11?
It is already 11.
Oh, beans. Also Stone Town. Great.
Great.
All right, well, I'm gonna reset everything too because it's almost the end of the world right now. So
I need a German automobile. Volkswagen says, "Hey, look what we've got. I also need some sausages." Volkswagen says, "You're not going to believe this."
Okay. I'm just gonna poke around the Stone Tower Temple a little bit.
Would you like to know the name of the location for whiz robes?
Yes.
Very clear and direct yes, directly into the microphone. Stone Tower Temple before the water bridge. Before water bridge chest.
I think that's the check that I said I thought was a garbage check. Garbage check. Look at the size of this bad boy.
Yeah.
It's also way stronger than any other sword. I wish I could use it in Ocarina of Time. I also wish I could put it in my actual sword slot instead of an item slot.
Yeah. It says, don't know how much that helps because I don't know this game very well.
Yeah, I don't. I was so nervous about the Stone Tower Temple because I don't know it very well.
I told Shelby about this the other night, that I found the thing I'm going to do if I come into a lot of money suddenly.
Ew.
Yeah. There is a company called Garages of America, and they have a few locations in Texas, and it is basically a condominium for your car. You do not rent this place. You buy this place. And they range from $60,000 to $600,000. And you can get one that's like a show garage with like an epoxy floor and wine cabinet and cigar humidor for you to go and hang out with your car. They have different ones that have lifts and tool racks on the walls. So if you actually take it there to work on your car, it is incredibly cool. So if I just have like F off money, I'm like, yep, buying me a luxury garage. Quentin says phase 1 and 2 are sold out.
What does that mean?
Of what, of like Garages of America?
Oh, frick. I don't have any arrows. Or infinite magic. That was weird. It looked like Link didn't have an eyeball.
Oh, was a giant pop-up when you went to their page. Pretty funny. Oh, I wonder if that's like the one in your area, maybe. I did not get that when I went to their page. It's a neat idea. Like, just because if you are the type of guy that has a car or girl, that has a car that you fawn over, and you know, you've got your custom embroidered microfiber towels and your brand endorsements for your detergents and degreasers. Like, you use very specific things to care for and maintain your car. And you just have, you know, 6 figures of disposable income.
Who doesn't do that?
And you're like, you know what? My 85 Corolla does deserve this. A 1993 Saturn SL2 riding on steel wheels does deserve this sort of treatment.
I think of that sooner.
Yeah, that's moving. It's moving, in fact.
Okay. Having whiz ropes is going to be big.
The whiz robe is just like a house coat with a flap that you can pee out of.
Bro, yes. It was a different thing, but now it's that.
Congratulations on unlocking whiz robes. Welcome to adulthood. Can't remember if the games on Epic has changed. It's been a while since I've checked it.
I keep forgetting to look.
If it's anything like worth anything, I usually say something. Astro Duel 2, which I don't remember.
I've never even heard of that.
Getting much of my attention. Yeah, it's a sort of a top. It's like a party shooter kind of thing, kind of duck game sort of feel.
I like duck game.
Deus Ex Mankind Divided is the next one, and that goes up in a couple days. That's a cool game. Wish they had more of what the garages look like. Yeah, they're sort of stingy on the actual advertisement, and I assume that's on purpose because they want to sell you the idea of, hey, for $60,000, we'll do whatever you want, pal. Which is also why they don't give you a price range, or you have to talk to them for a quote, because it all comes down to like, all right, do you want 2-post lift or 4-post lift? Do you want air tools? Like, do they even offer air tools? Like, are you gonna bring your own wrenches? Do you need a floor drain? Or what are you gonna be doing here?
Before water bridge. This is water bridge. That's the before water bridge chest right there. That's got to be the before water bridge chest. Do I have Roy's robes and I'm stupid? I don't have whiz robes. But this is definitely before water bridge chest.
There must be either another water bridge or another chest. Stands to reason.
That was one of those fake boron guys I was telling you about. Just going through. I really wish I was more familiar with this dungeon. There is another water bridge in a different room. I fought Igor on it.
Okay. Quentin says, okay, that chest you were looking at was Morpha's soul. That was the compass chest.
Hey! I'm sure I was gonna fail that one. Ready for that bomb shoot catches up to me. Oh no. I forgot I reset everything, so I gotta fight all the mini bosses.
I was gonna say, is this a boss you can't beat or something?
I definitely can. What I should do, I should use this big sword. That was a lot faster than the first time I fought him.
Yeah.
Alright. Whoops. I keep pushing that button because I must have been playing another game where that's the map button.
Mhm.
Okay, so when I reset time, it takes away my map progress also.
Oh.
This is the guy I just unlocked. The guy who I was like, it's useless. Said that about a lot of stuff. I need him to look at me though. There is a chest in here, but I believe it's an inverted chest. This is Igor.
Mm-hmm. I remember this guy before.
So this is the Igor chest. There's a chest in here somewhere. This also looks like a water bridge. If you were to ask me.
Alright, Quentin says, so if the log goes in order, then this chest is after the light arrow check. And he said, yeah, I didn't realize they were in this dungeon.
And I get the light arrows from fighting... I think I get the light arrows from fighting that ninja guy that I just defeated. That was a spider. Lava room chest, lava room, fire ring, light arrows. After the light arrow check, light arrow, pre-boss crystal switch. I even looked up online how to do stuff in this dungeon, but I don't remember.
Quentin said he's trying to follow a walkthrough.
There's a soul in here. But I can't get to it until I have Wizrobe. I think. There's a chest in here I don't know how to get to. I also don't even see it. Oh. What was that? Oh. Well, all right then. Right, because I follow that spiral staircase now. Does this one also explode? It doesn't. Hmm. So this is the water bridge room. There is a chest in here that I don't know where it is.
Is it on the ceiling if you look up? Because you have to flip it over or something?
Nope, that's
Or-
open
or-
sky.
Okay. I didn't even know if we were in a place that could be flipped over. Won't those sunstones vanish?
They do if I hit them with a light arrow. And I had to... I don't know how I'm supposed to actually get in there. Oh, I know how to get in there. Use the little hippie hops. But I just did this to hit the button.
Oh, right. Yep.
And that made the chest on the other end appear that I've already got. Hmm. Can I open this door upside down? I cannot.
Steve says I'm having deja vu.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a chest, and I don't know which one I can get or which one I need to flip to get. I dislike this dungeon.
Alright, well, let's give it 5 more minutes, and then if we can't get where we need to be, let's save it and come back to
There's
it.
supposed to be a chest here, but I'm thinking because I reset time, it went away. So, but I think I need to flip the dungeon to make it appear and then flip it back to collect it.
Okay.
And that was the one that I said, I think it's trash. When it might not be actually. So let's flip the dungeon. Check that chest. Haven't heard anything from Quentin, so I don't think he's found it yet.
Quinn said, "You what?"
You walk. Because if that one... I don't know. I just don't know this dungeon. I knew this was going to be a problem.
And that's how every one of these goes as we approach the end of the... What is it called?
The run.
The thing called where you're looking for things like treasure hunt. We're looking for instead of having hundreds of things that could be found under every rock and every chest and every boss fight, now we are looking for one specific thing, and it's only going to be one place. But it's not the place it should be.
Is this the one? That is not the one. What are you looking at, boss? If there's a frozen eyeball, there's a light switch here. Could this possibly be it? Yes. But it's a trash chest. I can see it. That's not it.
So what is in those chests of that color?
It's just like arrows or rupees or just like stuff I don't need. It's junk. It's a junk chest. It's like that one drawer everybody has in their kitchen. But I tried really hard not to duplicate when I moved here, and let me tell you.
Well, I mean, you always have to try not to duplicate it. Like, it's never there because you want it to be. It's always there out of a practical need.
I know this song by heart. I've played it so many times.
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna collect that junk chest. And then I think I just need to watch. What I'll do is this. I'll watch a walkthrough for this dungeon, and I will follow along with it until I get to the part where I find Wizrobe.
Okay.
And then when I find Wizrobe, I will have it next stream. Watch it just be Wizrobe and the chest is just the wrong color. Alright. I'm very bummed I literally got pretty much no progress done. What was the water sun chest?
That was the water sun switch.
That was the water sun switch chest. That one that I just did.
So do you need to mark that on your completion or anything? Just so we don't have any question about whether it was done.
Honestly, like, I'm checking stuff up on here, but like I don't know what any of them are, so I'm pretty sure this is all wrong.
Oh.
I was just gonna keep doing. I was just gonna keep going until all the chests on the map are on.
Okay.
Because I don't know it. I don't know. But I have all the chests in this room. Dang it, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm gonna warp to the front of the dungeon. All right. So yeah, between streams, I'm just gonna follow a walkthrough until I find the Wizrobe chest, and then I'm going to save state in front of it and collect it on stream.
There you go. Alrighty. Well, that'll be it for tonight. Shelby and I will be back with Helldivers tomorrow, and I assume some folks will be joining us, but
For democracy.
right. It will be an open lobby for 2 more slots. Thank you, Logan, for walking us through some more Majoras.
I didn't do a good job.
Chipping away at it. Progress is progress.
I like your enthusiasm.
So check out the Discord, check out the YouTube, check out our Twitter and our Threads and our Instagram if you like. And we will be back here tomorrow night at 9:30 Eastern as we play some more video games. Have a good night.
Good night.